Hello guys, it's your fellow investor here with another video. In this video I'm going to be talking about SSOK, also known as Sunstock, a company which I've already talked about on my channel and it's been quite a success so far. I'll tell you the latest news related to this company, what I think about the news, what I think the stock will be going, and what I think about the current stock market situation if you are interested in that. But before we begin, I'd like to ask you if you could subscribe if you haven't already. It helped me out a lot and it's actually absolutely free, as well as smashing the like button. It helps me out to get this video to as many people as possible, and it also makes me a little bit happy to see that people enjoy this kind of content. With that out of the way, let's get into the news. So we are now at otcmarkets.com, where I found SSOK, also known as Sunstock, and if we head into the news section, as we can see right between security details and financials, we can see there's been quite a bit of news. First, the Sunstock announced that they will purchase 100,000 silver ounces for new storefront, which they've announced previous week, as well as today they achieved debt-free status to strengthen capital position and growth opportunities. I'll go through this news, break it down for you guys, and let's go straight into it. So first things first, let's start with the announcing of their plan to purchase 100,000 ounces of silver for a new storefront. Sunstock, involved in the buying, selling and distribution of precious metals, announced its intent to purchase up to 100,000 ounces of silver as initial inventory for its new retail shop. Sunstock owns and operates Mom's Silver Shop located in Sacramento, California, and as previously announced, the company is expanding its retail presence by opening a second larger shop on the East Coast. Based on the favorable market conditions and the performance of Mom's Silver Shop, Sunstock will begin building its inventory to prepare for the opening of its new store. I've talked about this in my previous video, so definitely check it out. In 2020, we significantly increased our revenues to $3.8 million, driven by solid marketing strategies paired with consumer and investor interest in precious metals, stated Sunstock CEO Jason Chang. Our team is diligently working to prepare our second location for similar growth. Sunstock continues to acquire assets at a pace and price conducive to its growth strategy. In fourth quarter 2020, the company grew its holdings by 4 ounces of gold bars and 4,500 ounces of silver, which underscores the significance of its intent to purchase up to 100,000 ounces of silver for the new location. This is an exciting time for investors looking to diversify their portfolio with unconventional assets and a milestone moment for Sunstock as we execute our expansion strategy, stated Chang. We have researched our target demographic on the East Coast, and our immediate goals are to find a spacious storefront with high visibility and accessibility, and to rapidly build our inventory to be ready for market demand. So if I click onto this link, it forwards me to Sunstock's third quarter and 9 months revenues, and I cannot find anywhere the $3.8 million revenues as they've mentioned here. So I believe they're talking about an audited version of the fourth quarter. I'm not really sure, but that's what I take it from it, because if we check it out, they actually have for the 9th months, also known as 3 quarters, they have $7.5 million of revenue. So it's a little bit of confusing to me, but you know, okay. If I do my own due diligence, I know what they're worth, I know what is their revenue, if they're profitable or not, and I shared with you guys in my previous videos. And now to the other half of the news is that Sunstock achieved debt-free status to strengthen its capital position and growth opportunities, following the full conversion of preferred stock in December 2020, which eliminated the company's third-party debt. Sunstock CEO Jason Chang has loaned the company $192,000 to remove all funded debt and complete the company's financial restructuring. We have remained steadfast in our commitment to improve Sunstock's capital structure and balance sheet, stated Chang. As a debt-free company, we can now focus our energy and resources on the next phase of growth, which includes expanding our retail presence onto the East Coast, uplisting to the OTC Quebec venture market, and increasing our precious metals assets. There's a lot of good news in this article, or in this on this announcement, so let's just go quickly through it. Now we know that they've got rid of all the third-party debt, but they still had some of the funded debt, so their own CEO loaned the company his own money so they removed the company's debt. Therefore it just screams for a big credibility, because you know, what kind of CEO would loan his own money to the company? I can only think of Elon Musk, because he believes in his company, and this is a very good sign that the CEO believes in his own company, or in the company he is the leader in. Then as well, we can see that they are really looking forward and try to, you know, expand to the East Coast, onto the East Coast as fast as possible, so they can improve their revenue growth, and it will most likely, let's say, double if not more after they will expand. So this is also very interesting if you look at their current financials and now try to imagine how the financials will look after they will expand. Then we have uplisting to the over-the-counter Quebec venture market. This is crazy good, because if the company is uplisted on as many exchanges as possible, therefore it means a lot of cash, a lot of capital, of assets for the company, which is always good, especially when you are planning to expand, and it will give even more exposure to the company than they had before. Definitely an inactive and dying company wouldn't be mentioning this kind of move, so this is another catalyst, positive catalyst for this company. And last but not least, increasing their precious metals assets. Well, of course, if this is their main business, it's always good to see that they're planning to increase their inventory of gold, silver, rare coins and precious metals. If we check out their security details, their market cap is $16.2 million, which is still very low, and have about 1.2 billion unrestricted outstanding shares. As we can see on the right side, we can see the dates when it is valid, when it's been checked, so we can see the market cap is day old, and the amount of outstanding shares is a few days old, so always check the date as well, not only the numbers. And if we check out StockWoods, we can see there's a big increase in the new watchers, almost 1,400, which is great to see that people are getting to get to know about this company more. There's an increase of interest about this company. Also, if we check out here the PE ratio, it says 1.35. However, if we click on Yahoo Finance, we can see there's a PE ratio 2.6. You know, I don't know which one to trust, but even if it be somewhere in the middle or even the highest one, it's still super cheap. Usually these companies, I believe, have around 5 to 10 PE ratio, but don't quote me on that. I still think it's very underrated, and it's still a super cheap play, and a very great way of how to diversify your portfolio. That was my take on the current news regarding to Sunstock Incorporated. I'm not being paid by this company, I'm just sharing my honest opinion and view about this current stock. I hope I brought you some value. If I did, definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out any new upcoming videos, as well as smashing the like button really helps me out a lot if you haven't done that so already. Also, let me know down in the comment section, what do you think about this news? Do you think it will move the stock price rapidly? Do you think it's unnecessary to share news in this stock market conditions? Let me know. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.